Hello and welcome to a Taxware video tutorial. Today we will be going over the letter formatter. Please note that the letter formatter is a complex program that has its own line of tutorials from the manufacturer, and we will only be covering the basics that most clients ask about. To get to the letter formatter from the main menu, click on Defaults and Settings. Then click on Print Setup. Then click on the line for letter formatter. On the letter formatter screen, you can choose a sample client that will show as the client when you preview in the letter formatter screen. You will then need to double click on the letter you would like to edit. In this example, we will use the default letter. The letter formatter program, Fast Report, should show up. On the main portion of the screen, we will see the default client letter, but it looks a bit funny, with words in brackets and all these boxes around everything. The words in brackets tell the letter formatter that data is part of the return, and to replace it with the client data when we print. If we click the preview button here at the top of the screen, we can see that all the brackets are gone, and it now shows information from the return. But why is there less information on here than on the report? The report has to take into account every possible state of the return. When we are looking at the letter formatter, we are looking at all those options at the same time, and the code in the letter tells the program which to print and when. To edit any of these text boxes, we will simply double click on the box that we want to edit. This brings up the edit text box. We can rewrite anything we want here and even pull in specifics from the return using the data sources on the right here. Just keep in mind that the text box you edit will only appear when the original text box would have appeared. We can also add additional text boxes that will always appear by clicking the text button on our toolbar on the left here. For example, let's say we wanted to add the client's ID to the top of the letter. We would click the text button and then click and drag where we want our text to be. Double click our box when we finish to edit it. Then we can type in client ID and double click the client ID data source on the right. Now if we preview, we can see the client's ID shows up here at the top. If we wanted to delete that box we just made, we can click on it and press delete. Be careful about deleting boxes here. Only delete boxes you have added, as deleting boxes the program expects to be there will break the report. The last thing we will cover is how to change this image at the top left. To modify an image, it is the same as the text. Just double click on it to bring up the editing options. If you would like to erase the image, click the button that says clear and press OK. If you would like to change the image to your own logo, click Load to select your custom graphic from the Windows Explorer. The last thing to cover for the basics is how to save your letter. To save, click on File on the top left and then choose Save As. You will need to save the letter in your Settings and Data folder, WinTax folder, Letters folder, for the report to be picked up by the program. It is recommended you rename the reports when you save them, as the only way to restore the defaults if you save over them is to reinstall the program. For more detailed information on creating reports using the letter formatter, please see the description of this video for a link to the Fast Report tutorials. This concludes the letter formatter tutorial. If you have further questions, feel free to email us at support@taxwaresystems.com or give our technical support line a call at 1-800-877-1065. We'll see you in the next video, and thank you for choosing Taxware.